everyone, welcome to Link Academy. Today I'm going to be looking at an aspect in technical drawing, which you know as what? Tangency. I'm going to be looking at this figure, as you can see in front of you. This is a tangency problem. So let's observe. What do you see? What do you observe here? This is having an internal circle and external circle this way. Internal, external circle, internal, external circle. This is an arc of 70. There's a straight line coming down here, and it's forming an arc of what? 16 here. There's a arc here of what? Radius of what? 105. So, and distance from here to this point here is 23. From this point here to this point here is what? 40. So let's start. Let's put our values and let's see what we're going to be having. Now this is my t-square this way, right? I'll use my t-square to draw my horizontal line this way. This is my t-square, right? So drawing my horizontal line, I'll draw my horizontal line and just draw it somewhere up here, right? As you can see my horizontal line. Then I'll take my set square to draw my vertical line upward this way. As you can see, I have drawn my vertical line. I want to extend it downward so that in case I will need it for something else. Now this is my center point. This center point here is this center point you're seeing here. Let me show you. This center point here, as you can see. So this time I will draw a circle of what? 32 diameter and what? 50 in what? In diameter. So that is 25 and what? 16. The smaller one, the inner one is 16. So I'll measure 16 on a meter rule. 16 from here to this point here is my point what? 115. Now place it at this center point here. I'll draw my circle. So this is my circle of what? This is my radius of 16, right? Next step is 25. From here to here, 25, right? At this center point, you draw the circle. This is my what? 16 and 25. I have successfully drawn the upper circle, as you can see here. I've successfully drawn the circle. Now what do you observe? They said from this point here to somewhere down here is 60. So let's measure 60 downward. So that's the reason why I extended this line earlier to locate that 60. So I'll measure 60 from this point here to this point is my point 60, right? So therefore I will take my t-square this way. I will draw a vertical line this way. So this vertical line I have drawn this way. Don't observe. What do you observe? This down point here is this down point here. It's somewhere here. Listen, this is connecting each other. So they said from this point here, from this middle point to somewhere here is 40, and this middle point somewhere here is what? 32. So let's do that. 32 and 40. So 32 and 40. From here is this 32. This 32. The other one is 40. From here is 40. Right? So I will take my t-square this way, draw a vertical line upward this way, vertical line this way. As you can see what I'm having. So the next thing to do is to what? Draw the circles of those points. Now listen very carefully. Here is the concept. Let me show you what I'm doing. Here's the concept. Whenever you hear the word two bosses, it simply means the outer circle. These two outer circles are having the same what? The same readings. At least 25 to 25 degrees. While the other one is having what? The drill simply means the inner part, the inner circle of the two of them are both the same. They are what? Having what? Theta of 15. That is radius of 7.5. And radius of what? 12.5. So 12.5 and 7.5. So I'll measure 12.5 for the bigger one. 12.5. So that is 12.5 from here to here, 12.5, right? I'll place it at this place here. Draw my circle this way. Onto another part here too, because they're having the same what? The same readings. This way. The inner part is 7.5 because 15 divided by 2 give us 7.5. So 7.5 will come here. I'm seeing 7.5 at the center point here. You draw your circle this way. At the center point here, draw your circle this way. Right? So since you've successfully drawn this, I can just extend this straight line to cut through very well to have a reasonable center point. I mean something like this, and something like this. So next up, the next thing for me to do now is to what? Let's observe what we're having. Yes, to look to produce this line you're seeing here. It's very cheap. How do I go about this line you're seeing here? How do I go about that? I will draw a straight line downward. Then from this line I've drawn, this line you are seeing, this straight line you are seeing here, is this straight line here, this straight line. So from there I'll measure 16. 16 will fall somewhere on this straight line. So from this point here, I'll measure 16 forward. So let me just show you how. Let's do that. So you take your T-square this way, such that the line you are drawing from this point here will be tangential to this circle, this way. See, it's touching this circle. It's tangent to the circle. You draw it downward. Now next up, you measure 16 because there's an arc here. Or radius of what? Radius of 16. So my 16 falls somewhere here. Is my 16, right? So from there, I will what? Take my set square again. I'll draw a vertical line. Front line downward. Right? So next up, that arc, that radius is, it has what? Radius of what? Radius of 16. Let me show you. This is radius of 16, right? This circle, this is like a hole, right? This circle has a radius of what? 12.5. So 12.5 5 plus 16. So I'll be having 28.5. That's 29. Approximately, I'll measure 29 on my meter rule. From this point to 29 to this point. Can you see? 29. So you take it to this point here and strike an arc. Where the arc cut that vertical line I'm drawing here, let me draw it very well. So you can see this arc where it cut this point here. I mean this point here, this point. I will draw it. I'll measure what? Because that arc itself is having what? Radius of 16. So I'll measure 16 again. From here to somewhere here, 16. So I'll take it at that point, the center point, this point where they meet. So as you can see, I will draw it this way. Can you see that? Then you take your meter rule, you're taking this line this way. As you can see, successfully what produce this part. This part here. I've done that. So what of this part? This is here's the concept. This is like a hole, right? And for every hole, every hole looks like an hungry stomach. So I will add. It simply means 50. This is the diameter of 50. So the radius will be what? 25. 25 plus 70 will give us what? That will give us 25 plus 70. I'll be having 95, right? So you take your compass this way, measure 95 from this point here, right? to this point here is 95. So 95. So I take it at this point here, right? Strike an arc. Sweet. Let me show you what I'm doing. So strike an arc. See my arc here, as you can see. So this arc has a radius of what? Of 95. So the other one is what? I added 25 plus 70, 95, right? So this outer diameter here is what? 12.5 radius. So 12.5 plus 70, 12.5, 70 plus 12.5. I'll be having 82, right? So I'll measure 82 on my meter rule. 82. Can you see that you come to this point here? Strike an arc. My arc are cutting at this point, right? So from this point, I will just measure. Either I gauge it, either I just gauge it, or what? Measure, let's say 70. Any of the two, you are correct. So this is my radius of 70 this way, right? So I can just come here. Let's do that. Let's thicken this. It's meant to be thickened. So if I thicken it this way, I thicken it like I'll thicken the inner one too. You drill, thicken it. We're having this, right? I can just come to this one too here. I can just thicken this. So if I thicken this, right? I'll thicken the drill. That's one. Sorry. Thicken it. Right, I'll be having this. Similarly, come to the other part here. Yes, I have successfully taken all what I need, right? So now I need to draw out. There's one arc here. The arc is what? As a radius of what? Let me show you. This arc you're seeing down here, radius of what? 105. So here's the concept. This is like a what? A full stomach is coming out, right? So, or let me just say a big tummy. So anybody that has a big tummy will always want to reduce it, right? So I'll subtract. This is at the same rate, the same this outer circle here as what rest of what 12.5. So 105 minus 12.5. 105 minus 12.5. I'll be having 92, right? So 92.5. I put 93. So measure 93 to this point here, right? So I'll come to the center point here, strike an arc somewhere here, come to that part here, strike an arc. The arc meets at this point, right? So at that point, just come down here and gauge it. You gauge it or what? You just measure. Can you see that? Having this, sticking it. As you can see, so we have successfully what construct out this tangency problem. If you found this video helpful, kindly click on the subscription button and like. Thank you. Welcome to Wise Link Academy. And if you like, you can just dimension it. This is 70. This is 16. Just dimension them and are done.